Ron. Their lighting's better today.
Yeah, I got all the lights
Bright,
on.
man.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Until
the
you
two of
see
them?
it on the other thing. Then it's not.
Yeah, probably. That's just because of slow internet. I think. Good night.
Good night.
Love you.
Okay.
You want crackers and cheese?
Sure. Hello? Anybody? Somebody? It looks like somebody might be there.
Looks like it.
Mhm.
There is. Marilyn is here. Hello, Marilyn.
You're picking food out of your teeth.
I am, yeah. Cut me this big hunk of summer
I'm
sausage.
like, that's not the best thing to eat.
It tastes good.
Oh, somebody else.
Tastes very yummy.
Hello.
Doo-doo. Hello to you as well. A few people coming on, eh?
Yeah, it takes a few minutes, doesn't it?
I'm just looking at curing meat, smoked curing meat, while I'm waiting for y'all.
What can I research?
I have, we're going to do another pig here soon this fall, anyway, in the next month probably. And I wouldn't mind curing a lot of it without freezing it. Would be nice. And then a beef too. I guess we have another beef to do here soon too. So I'd like to research that.
I am researching peach cobbler in a jar.
Just now, you just started. Oh no, you were researching
I
that earlier.
was
Yeah.
earlier, but I thought since you're researching, I should research something too.
Think these people are going to just watch us research?
I don't know. If they want to talk, somebody's left. They don't want to see us researching. Canning is our life right now.
Mm-hmm.
How was everybody's week? It's hard to believe that it's Sunday again.
Today, this week went by fast.
I did.
Way too fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sure is. I'm enjoying that. Not a whole lot of it left either. Going through pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go up north, I get this from one spot up north. And anyway, it doesn't last long when it comes home, but it's very yummy.
If it makes it home.
Well, I've never eaten a whole one on the way home.
I thought we did.
They're pretty long. Well, maybe a short one we have. Yeah, if we go with the whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not by myself.
No, that would be gluttony for sure.
Gluttony, yeah. But yeah, it's really good sausage. Good evening, folks from Whipple. Good evening to you as well. Welcome. Truth's better fame, and I should know. Yeah, I think you've had your share too, eh? Peaches. How are the peaches? Rob asks.
Well, I'm researching right now more things to do with peaches.
Yeah, don't talk about peaches. We're gonna see peaches in our sleep.
Yeah, there's still
We
lots
picked
to
up
go.
what is it? We bought 30 bushels of peaches, but they sent 40 for the price of 30.
Mhm.
So we have 40 bushels of peaches, which is an enormous amount of peaches. And so we're do that. We're also selling some at the road, but there's enough peaches for a while.
Yeah,
We're working
I'm
through
hoping
them.
they don't go bad. They're trying to go as quick as we can. That's the thing with peaches. I just said to him, I'm like, when you get apples, at least apples will stay good for X amount of time. Where peaches, it's like you get them and boom, they need to be processed like right away. So
Yeah. Now, having said that, we have pigs, so nothing ever goes to waste here anyway.
I just feel bad because they're so yummy, delicious.
We work through as
and-
fast as we can, and then
Yeah,
yeah. But the price wise, if you look at the price of them, you can
yeah,
afford to waste some.
Yeah.
And it's not wasted because it turns into bacon. So
that's true.
it does. What's next on your project list? We started a bit on the barn, so I want to get that finished before winter, so the animals have somewhere a bit more shelter this year, as well as a bit more
Peaches.
fencing. And then peaches, lots of peaches,
More peaches.
and a few more yet. What else? You got more stuff to take out of the garden yet? So it'll be lots more canning and storing.
I'm like, well, I'm so glad I started early because I seen it on somebody's YouTube channel. I think it was Living Traditions. She was doing us canning something or processing something every day in August. And I thought, oh, that's a really good idea because then it won't be so overwhelming when everything comes due at once. So I started doing that with a few things. So every day I was trying to process at least something, right? And then I'm so glad I did because now peaches are here. Then I'm going to have to work on more tomatoes. I've been kind of doing them as they come ripe.
Oh, we got so many of those coming.
And then
You should do another garden updating.
beets. I'm going to have to work on them as well. Our potatoes are basically ready to be dug up as well. There's not very many of them, so I'm not too stressed over that. What else? I think that's it really for our garden.
Squash.
Yeah, but I don't have to really do anything with
They can
that
stay
right
out there.
away. And then apples are going to
Corn,
come.
but I don't know if that's going to be ready. You think?
I don't know either. Maybe we'll have to leave it for seeds. And then apples. We plan on getting lots and lots of apples this year again, but like more than last year because we had like lots to eat. Lots of applesauce or apple. I never even got applesauce last year, actually. We did a lot of apple juice. But yeah, I want to do a lot more apples this year.
Yep.
So that'll be a big one. But I want to do like applesauce, apple pie filling, apple like a crumble in a jar. And that's what I was just looking at now is peach cobbler because we're like right into peaches right now. So I want to do like a peach cobbler in the jar and peach pie filling and things like that in a jar.
Right.
As opposed to just peaches.
Yeah, and then the other thing for me, I guess, project-wise, so the barn and then porch roof.
Mm-hmm.
We're hoping to get the porch roof on the house. We were going to build the shop. Can't afford that this year, so we're going to do the porch roof and try to get siding on the house. So at least the house is weather tight or more protected, I guess. And then firewood. We'll cut lots of firewood yet too. So.
Mm-hmm. Did you get the mouse out? No.
No, I didn't. Are you canning a lot on the cook stove? No.
No.
Why not?
Well, we can't get it up to temperature. It's basically, yeah. So I can't get it hot enough because it's too much air leakage in it.
Yeah, so we have two. We have a wood stove. Pardon me, I got my mouth full, but we have a wood stove on the one side and then the wood cook stove on the other side.
Right.
And the wood cook stove is pretty old and very inefficient. It burns a lot of wood and it takes a long time to get to the right heat.
Right. So it's good for baking and casseroles, I guess, if you've got all day to do it. So, and that's about it. It's actually not very productive at all right now.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
just-
beautiful piece. If you've seen
yeah.
the videos that we've done on it, it's a nice piece, but it's not. It's not very airtight. So we're working on that, or we're hoping to improve on that,
We don't have the time.
and perhaps
right
save up
this
for another
minute.
one.
Yeah.
While I was up north getting sausage and other things, I looked at one there in the store up there that I was in to get other stuff. They have wood cook stove there, and I asked them for just a price on this one. It's a nice looking stove here. What's the price on that? It was $9,800 for a wood cook stove. Anyway, we're not going to be doing that
Getting
anytime
that
soon.
one.
No,
No.
maybe later. Hi, can I ask advice here? Yes, of course. Welcome.
Depends on the advice.
Well, it depends on what it is. Yes, but welcome. Don't remember that name before. Truth, go for it, Greg.
The cook stove, does it heat up the house? No. It actually didn't. No.
Wondering if it heated up the house. It
Not really. It's not like I had to open even now. I've used it in the summer here, and I didn't have to open the windows.
So we did build the house in such a way to have windows all along the sides. That was the plan.
Can you bring my mouse up?
So by putting lots of windows there,
That's good.
we were hoping to avoid it overheating
I guess.
and getting too hot there, right? So that like today too, we were working in there a little bit on some peaches. You get lots of draft coming through, right? Lots of breeze, and that makes a big difference. Originally, I had wanted to design the wood cook stove area with a like a large vent in the ceiling that you could open up and take away a lot of that heat. We never ended up putting that in, at least not yet anyway. We might down the road. Who knows? It could happen. It could. I looked at that stove as well. Yeah, you would have. Yeah, it's incredible. It's a nice stove, beautiful piece. I imagine it's very efficient, but horrendous on the price. I couldn't believe it.
I like the piece on the side, like you were saying about the it had the propane spot.
Yes. Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. So that one had a spot for
that
propane.
as well.
So right now we do use a fair bit of propane. We're using it for canning right now, and we also use it for hot water in the mornings for coffee or something like that. It takes forever for it to heat up. Otherwise, like if you're heating up on the wood stove and you got to get the fire going first before you get hot water, I don't have patience for that. So, somebody's playing with the mouse.
She's bringing it, or supposed to be bringing it. Cora.
There we are.
Marlene,
Screen disappeared.
are you playing with the mouse?
I unplugged it now.
I asked her to bring it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just unplugged it here.
Okay, because I was worried that it was
Got
gonna.
a wireless mouse. So we had this problem last week too. I think somebody was playing with it downstairs. What was I saying? Oh, that stove. Yeah. So it has like a normal flat top on it for the wood stove portion, and then it had a 2-burner propane on the side, which I thought was really handy. It did not have a water jacket though, which is kind of an important thing to have. And then $9,800. That's a lot of money for a stove. So not something we'll be buying right now.
Right. I wanted to plug this back in. Just
How's the steering on the Deer? I haven't had any more time to look at that actually. Something I will be looking at some point. I haven't got any farther. That one fitting was still leaking. I should do a video on that, I guess.
Ooh,
Hey?
the thing's kind of wobbly.
Yeah, I don't know why the table's so wobbly, hey?
I'll have to stick something under it.
What do you put under it? You stick this under it? Which slide, yours or mine?
Mm-hmm. This one here. I think it got warped in the sun.
How's that?
A lot better. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's why we gave them.
So anyway, I'll have to do a video on that sometime. But the
Everybody doesn't even know we have it yet.
yeah, I showed it in one video. Or did you not put
Just
that
a
up yet?
picture of Waylon driving it.
Well then, I sent you all those
I think that'll
videos.
be
You
the
didn't
next
use
one.
it yet.
Not yet. That'll be the
Okay,
next
well, in
one.
the next video, you'll see we got a new toy. But it needs a bit of work.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It does. Baby waking up? Supposed to be sleeping. We don't always do that. I guess back to the heating up the house in the wintertime, it did help on that side of the house when we were making breakfast or whatever. You're supposed to be sleeping. Hey. You look kind of like you're half asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, yeah, it did help heat up that side of the house a little bit, which was nice. Kept things warmer. But we mainly use the other one for heat. We do.
I hear the geese out there, eh?
Yeah, I think they're gathering again, eh?
Yeah.
Where do you think they go?
To the field somewhere.
Oh,
Well, to
maybe.
the lake. At night they sit on the lake, do they not?
It's a beautiful sound.
Their concern is the cook stove.
Our concern is the cook stove cooking us out in summer. Wow, that's why we put so many windows in right
It
there.
depends on the cook stove. Like, we were at the neighbor's and she had a new cook stove,
Mm-hmm.
and we were sitting there and it wasn't hot at all. I didn't
Oh.
even know it was on. There was a way.
No, but I
that
think
you
our
can-
friends out west showed us that too, didn't they? There's two options.
Yeah.
You can deflect most of the heat up the chimney, or you can use it to heat the house or something.
Yeah, like, and I didn't know.
Oh, that's by making the firebox smaller or bigger
Yeah.
or something like
I had no idea it was on.
that.
We were sitting there and it was in the middle of summer. I had no idea it was on until she went down and got a block of wood and stuck the block of wood in. And there was quite the flame. But yeah, I had no idea because the heat wasn't really, or it wasn't really heating it up.
Mm-hmm. That made it up.
But definitely a newer one would probably be better.
Theirs is very efficient. It doesn't use very much wood, and I think it was their only source of heat in that house.
Like it-
The neighbors?
yeah, across the room.
I don't think they have any other heat.
I'm not sure.
Maybe he's got an off furnace. I can't remember. They are.
They did, and then they shut it off
Shut it
because it
all
was
off.
like.
Well, they're
killing-
Amish, and they're supposed to be totally off grid, but it takes time to get there. So the church allows them to, whatever, a leniency period, I guess. But they're working towards that goal. There'll be solar as well at some point. Will you guys be doing apples this year too? Yepers, that's coming. November? October.
October, I think they told you.
Yeah, so through the same people we got peaches from. So that's a different Amish group that we knew from when we farmed north, way up north of here, 5 hours from here or something. And they buy a tractor trailer, load the stuff in, bring it up, and then split it up, I guess. So, or whoever wants them, they sell it up there again. So they bring it for their own people. This year they brought 240 bushels of peaches in, and I don't know how many pears and grapes on top of that yet. So we just bought some grapes and peaches. And then later in the fall here, when the apple season is just starting now, right? So we're buying seconds later in the year rather than the highest quality right now. So yeah, I think it was October or November.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll be buying quite a few. Last year we did 20 bushels. So we're planning on doing a lot more than that this
A
year.
lot more.
We pressed 10 of those into applesauce or apple juice. Sorry, you can see that on one of the videos too. And then the balance, we ate lots. The kids were constantly eating apples.
Oh yeah, yeah, and they just
It lasted a
they
long time.
lasted a really long time.
Set them on the pantry floor and they lasted a very long time.
Yeah.
What else did you make? Oh, you didn't do applesauce, did you?
Nope, we basically I tried
We ate 10 bushels, is that what you're saying?
basically, yeah.
Okay. Not too many went bad either.
Nope.
No. So same thing this year. The peaches, unfortunately, don't last that long.
No,
You can't just leave peaches laying on the pantry floor for a long period of time.
Now the fruit flies find them and.
Yeah, they seem to get go bad.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think a newer one will get up to temp?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they use theirs for canning or not?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
She's
Yeah,
pressure canning and stuff in there.
Not pressure canning, just water baths.
Well, she
That's
does
why I
it
said to you that I can't get these. It's the pressure canning. The difference is just getting it up to temp and leaving it there. Like
Okay.
you have to keep it at a temperature for so long, right? So like for meat products, you have to keep it there for an hour and a half. It's almost impossible with the wood stove,
Huh.
right? With Years ago, when they used to do canning with meat, they would water bath it, but it would be for 3 hours.
That's crazy.
Right, and they'd have another pot boiling at the same time beside with water. So as the water levels got too low, they would then pour boiled water onto it to keep it constantly submerged in water for hours. And that's how they did their canning. Can you imagine?
No.
That's
Yeah, we'd like to set up something bigger so you can do more jars at a time.
Right.
Right now we're just using a turkey, what do they call it, turkey broiler or whatever, propane thing with one pot on top.
Mhm.
And you can fit 7 large jars in, or if you're doing 2 layers, you can put in, what, 18 or something?
Yeah.
18 of the smaller ones on top of each other?
Yeah. Now, if I have 2 pressure canners that I'm using as water baths as well. But I can do now, I can alternate. So as the one pressure is coming down, I can start a new batch. I didn't have that last year, and it took forever.
Right.
Now, if we had another turkey baster or another way, I could have multiple batches going at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And that would cut down on the time as well.
Yeah. We have talked about putting an outside kitchen in
That's
as well.
the plan eventually.
Like we have a sitting area that we have planned, proposed area on the one side of the house where we'd like to have like a fire pit and then also probably an outside barbecue area. And we've talked about somewhere either on the deck or over there as well, doing the canning and stuff like that.
I think on the deck I would do the canning, and that one I would have a barbecue for like entertaining.
Yeah. We'd like to get away from, We'd like to get away from the propane usage if we can, and just eventually be, we could still use propane, but have an option of just using stuff on our own land. If propane ever becomes not available. Right now, the 30 pounders are not available. We can only get 20 pounders, which is fine. We have some of each. But if that ever gets to be, it was a couple of weeks ago, somebody was mentioning on Facebook that they couldn't find any propane on the island. So I don't know. Suppose that ever happens or whatever. It's nice to be self-reliant. We can just get it from here on the land.
Yeah.
Use wood to heat everything.
Yeah, but you should be able to do wood as well. It's just a way of being able to turn it up and down.
Yeah, hot enough.
And regulating it.
Yeah. And finding other ways of, for canning, you'd have to do that, but finding other ways of storing things too.
Yeah.
Right, like we've talked about smoking meat.
Yeah.
Rob's been working on that some, and we'd like to learn a little bit more about that for sure. We can find other ways of storing stuff that lasts for long periods of time. People used to smoke meat, leave it in the smokehouse for a year, and then still eat it.
They are hanging it from the ceiling.
Yeah, in the house?
Yeah, in their cabin.
Well, they were probably smokier in the cabin back then, though. You think you could do that now?
When it was cured, you'd just hang it from the ceiling.
All right.
Remember in those lodges you'd see?
Yeah, but I always figured it was kind of smoky in those too. The old fur trading folks.
Yeah, but it was already cured at that point.
True, so it shouldn't go bad.
No, they just stored it up there.
So anyway, that would get us away from freezer usage because we have a lot of freezers right now, and all plugged into generator to keep them going. Generator or solar, one of the two, whatever works. Yep. Miss anything in there? Greg never did get his advice.
I guess not.
I don't think I missed anything else on there.
No, I don't think so. All right. Thanks for coming.
Y'all have a good night. I'm ready for bed, but it's pretty early yet. Still drinking coffee. Anybody watching that water bath down there? Cora's watching it?
I think so.
Okay. What else are we going to work on? There's one other thing I was going to mention. Oh, we got to move a door in the house. We didn't like the way things were inside. Is there a video on that already?
I think I might have started a little bit on there, but I'm not sure.
Okay, well, we might have to do one. But anyway, we're going to be moving a door in the house, putting in a couple more windows, and then doing a bit more drywall. We'd like to get the upstairs of the house here. Wintertime's coming now, so we'll be spending more time here and less time elsewhere. I'd like to get some more drywalling done, mudding done. Be good. See any salmon? I haven't been down to the creek since.
Probably they were here.
No, I went down with my brother the other day.
Oh, okay.
When was that? What is it now? Saturday? Wednesday? Probably Wednesday or Thursday, I guess I went down this week, but I didn't see any fish there at all yet. I heard they were starting to run Meaford area. Okay, well, it won't be long here then, probably. But yeah, I haven't seen anything yet.
I think it end of September, 1st of October. They were telling us.
Is that what it was last year?
I think so. I'm not 100%.
No, I don't know either. I don't recall having. We would have seen them last year. What time when Thomas was here last year? Was that August?
Yeah.
There was no fish then, yeah, eh?
No, that was too early for sure. We didn't really know what we were looking for last year, though, either.
No.
Get your pitchfork ready then. Yeah, right.
I don't think we're allowed
than
to.
you think.
I'm not even sure if we're allowed to touch them, remember?
No, we're not
Have
supposed
to look into the rules on that. Whether or not we're allowed to. We're not much for fishing anyway, but if there's a meat source, why not? I'm not sure what the legalities are on those.
I wouldn't know what to do with it.
Tastes lekker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so those renos got a little bit more field work to do. It's pretty much wrapping up. Somebody wants to rent the wrapper yet for next weekend. They're just renting it though, so I don't have anything to do with that. And then there's corn to harvest yet, I guess, for one guy. I don't know how we're going to do that because I don't have a corn harvester, but hopefully he has a plan in place. Use my tractors, I guess. And then there's fall plowing to do yet. I was going to pick up my plow on Saturday. We did buy a plow.
And then there's snow blowing. Then we're
Oh, no, don't start with that yet.
we're back.
That 4-letter S word, eh? You shouldn't swear like that on you. But yeah, there's fall plowing to do yet this fall, so it'll keep us busy for a while as well. So yeah, we got enough projects, probably more projects than time still, I would think. You're still not sleeping.
No, I think he's filling his drawers.
He's what?
Filling his drawers.
Uh-oh. Gotta do that sometimes. Woo. Hey. Hey, big smiley guy. Woo. He blowing bubbles. Woo. Come on, another smile. Woo. There it is. Nice. Yeah. Well, don't really have anything else to say to you.
No.
Come on for a quick live for tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know what else we're working on right now. We gotta get, we're gonna go for a drive, I guess, to get our steel yet for the porch. I didn't get that on the last trip. So we'll be going north for that again. Oh, and then the pork. I gotta pick up a pig from the butcher's. You'll be working on canning for quite a while yet, I imagine.
Yeah.
And then
I was starting to assess our jar situation today, and I had a panic attack thinking, oh dear, I think we're going to run out of jars. We haven't even, I'm not even halfway done our canning. I was kind of like, oh dear.
See if we can find any more. It was quite the shortage last year.
Last year there was, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Alan. Hey, Alan, how are you? Oh, how handsome is he? I'm assuming you're talking about the little feller. He's a pretty handsome dude.
Yeah.
We like him. He's a wee bit cross-eyed. But we're kind of used to that.
Mm-hmm.
What for door you move? The front door. Just going to move it over. Well, it was the kitchen door, I guess. I don't know how well you guys remember the layout of the house, but we had our front door that you can't see through. We're going to eliminate that one, get rid of it. And then the door into the kitchen is going to be moved over a bit, about 10 feet, maybe. Mm-hmm. That's going to be our front entrance door. And where that door was, we're going to put 2 windows. Mm-hmm. So there will be 3 windows added to that wall, and the door will be moved over. And basically what we did was swapped the front entrance with the pantry and moved them over. And the reasoning for that is when you're sitting at the table or you're in the living room or whatever, you can't see anybody coming in the lane. There's too much wall space there. So by moving it over, putting more windows in, we'll have a better view out that door. And then it just makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
We found people were coming to that door anyway instead of the front door for some reason. So it'll work out
It
better.
just seemed like kind of a useless corner, right?
Yeah.
Like, and then now the pantry has 2 outside walls right at the moment. So I'm hoping
Be cooler that
it
way.
might be cooler that way too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Work.
I like it so far. Even just we moved the one wall and the doors hasn't
door's
been
still
moved
there,
yet,
yeah.
but I really like the
You can see now where it's going to end up like.
but I
guess.
even like just the layout a lot better now.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we did it. I felt bad asking, but I'm really glad we did it.
Well, it's easier now than later when the house is all done. So
Mm.
it wasn't too hard to move right now. It was not. I got the kids to bed. I'm going to call it a night. Wowzers. You got your kids in bed already? I guess we got most of ours in bed.
Mhm.
Well done. Well, good night, Rob. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Still got you as a moderator. You're going to have to find some rowdy customers for you to moderate sometime.
We had one last week.
We had a rowdy customer last week?
Oh, we had to kick it off.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember hardly, but still got him and Sean, I guess, as moderators, eh?
Yeah, and Tinker's the wife or whatever her name
Is she moderator too?
Mhm.
There you go. Not like we need that many.
No.
Alan laugh out loud. Yes, he is adorable. Yeah, we like him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we keep getting in this mess, eh? So much fun. I have to admit, I like them more in her arms than in mine. I'm,
At this stage.
At this stage. I like it when they're walking and talking, and then I can take them along and teach them stuff.
And I like this stage.
And they become your little best friend. They just want to go everywhere you go and do everything you do. I like that stage.
Mm.
Ooh. So when you get a little bigger, okay, and you can come with me. I got to get a different tractor and get a buddy seat in the tractor. Right now, the tractor, our last one, we sold it last spring, I guess, the bigger one we had. So the one I have now doesn't have a buddy seat. Buddy seat's just a, I don't know, small seat. It's actually a seat with a seat belt. It's perfect for kids. And this one doesn't have that. It has kind of a flat fender spot inside, so I can set a car seat on it for the little guys and put them on there. And the older kids, they just sit up there without a car seat. But I find that the younger ones, like Eli or Ainsley, they tend to fall asleep after a while tractor driving, and then they end up slamming their head against the window, which isn't much fun. So I like putting that car seat in there because it's got 2 sidewalls on it, and if they do fall asleep, you know, they're just more protected. If you hit
One of them, we were putting a
some
helmet
bumpy
on,
fields.
remember?
Yeah, Ainsley decided she was going to take a helmet. She took her bike helmet one time. But that was before I put the car seat in. She just put her bike helmet on, and that way when she was slamming around in there, it wasn't bothering her head.
Mm.
But she didn't keep it on very long either because it was getting so hot and sweaty underneath there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, maybe we'll trade it in sometime and get another tractor with a buddy seat. Would work. Truth says he's a keeper, growing like crazy, that little guy.
Yeah, he is a keeper.
Me? Oh, I think he was talking about the little fella too.
You're growing like
But I am
crazy.
growing like crazy too, yeah. Getting fat.
yeah.
It's not even winter yet. Too much tractor driving. Last summer, I did nothing but working on this house. So
Yeah, you were.
that was the skinniest I had been in a long time. It didn't take long to put that back on again.
No.
Ooh. Oi. Yeah. It's okay for you to grow, though, isn't it? Yeah. Big smiles. Ooh. Yeah. I hope you're not going to keep me up all night, too.
Mm-hmm.
No, sleepy guy. Laugh out loud, yeah, you too. All good, though. It's just more of me to love that way. Hey, wintertime's coming. I got to get insulated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's another project we're coming up, I guess, because we're not going to build the shop this year. We won't be able to afford it. We got to move the water barrels back inside. So we got 4 water barrels up there collecting rainwater. And every now and again, we pump it from the creek in there as well if we don't have enough rainwater. So 2 of those are going to have to move back inside before it gets real cold. We got quite a bit of time for that, yeah. But
We could just put 2 of the new ones in.
yeah, I'll leave the other 4 up there. But I'll have to deflect the water because we can't let them fill up with water; they'll freeze.
Yeah.
So we'll be moving those again into the house. That's another thing we have to take in consideration. It's September now, so we got another couple of months yet. But
Yeah. Maybe cold.
sometime before then, they'll have to get moved. We were hoping to have a shop up and then have some kind of heat of some sort in there, at least that we could keep them running all summer. But didn't work out, I guess. I guess. All right.
Yeah,
Call her good for a night.
I think so.
Thanks everybody for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
We'll call her quits early tonight. Don't really have a whole lot else to say, I guess.
Yeah.
Busy week. We'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye. You say bye-bye, Finley. Yeah, he's waving his hand. You gotta leave it up. Bye-bye.